Today we are experiencing the magic of Encanto, talking about the Book of Boba Fett and so much more. I'm Andre.
And I'm Jenny. This is What's Up Disney Plus, where we talk all things Disney Plus. Es hora de hablar de Encanto. In Walt Disney Animation Studios' Encanto, Mirabel, the only ordinary member of her extraordinary family, discovers that the magic surrounding their home is in danger and she might be her family's last hope.
Now get ready to be charmed by the cast and crew of Encanto. Take a look.
Encanto is the story of Mirabel. She is this amazing young woman who is in this incredible family of people who are gifted with magical gifts.
All of them except for one. Guess who? Playing the character of Mirabel really felt like playing a lot of myself, like my inner sort of awkwardness, comedy, and sense and desire of adventure. She's a really charming, sweet person. I'm not saying I'm charming and sweet. Now it sounds like I'm tooting my own horn, but toot toot.
The house that they live in, La Casita, is their safe haven where they have discovered their powers.
When we realize that something is wrong with the magical casita in which they live, it's up to Mirabel to figure out the source of this and save her family.
At that same time, where people start questioning their own power and their own purpose and how they have been wielding their power and if it really truly has been for themselves or I guess something else.
Which magical gift do I wish that I had in real life? I think I would want to be as strong as Luisa.
Tia Pepa has that power of bringing storms or sunshine or thunder or hail. How cool would that be if I could do all those things when I was upset or happy and I could change the weather?
I love my gift, to be able to heal with cooking, but I also like Antonio's, the ability to communicate with animals.
It's got to be communicating with animals.
Like if you're going on a hike with your dog, wouldn't it be cool to just like talk to somebody?
Everyone's been saying it, but it's true. I have a cat and I'm literally always trying to be like, what? What do you want? He's yelling all the times and in the morning too. And I know he just wants to eat, but I feel like it's a little more nuanced than that. Like, let's have a conversation, bro. Like, what's really going on the inside?
My magical room would look like pretty much my bedroom does now, except it would have a door, like a kind of really cute hand-painted door on one side, and you'd open the door and you'd suddenly be in Disneyland.
It would be a room with no borders and no corners, you know, kind of a room that's kind of almost infinity in which you could just run as fast or like yell as loud and like you could just be in your own beautiful moment of zen.
Glass, so I could see outside, stars and nature and birds.
Albums and books and musical instruments and art.
I want pink fluffy rugs. I want everything to be fuzzy. And I want endless croqueta preparada and café con leche on just like an endless cycle.
This is my first time working in animation. I come from a theater and live action background, and one of the biggest gifts that I feel like I'm taking from this is just watching this movie and knowing the amount of heart and passion and talent and love that is in literally every single frame. Everyone really brought their A game.
We began wanting to tell a story about family, how family is great, and also sometimes it can be a little challenging. And so I think it was really 5 years of family therapy for us.
I think the story has very powerful messages about love and family, but I think the main one that I take away is self-acceptance, being true to who you are, no matter what gifts you possess or what gifts you do not possess.
It is about the roles that are placed on us and the things that we actually would like to bring to the surface. There's so much more to us than just that one special thing we know we're good at.
I hope it influences the next generation when they see that all members of a family are important to the family, regardless of their contribution, regardless of their appearance, regardless of their special gift. Everybody's got a special gift, and we should just include everybody.
Encanto very much comes from the fact that I wanted to see more Latino characters in a giant Disney animated musical. I love telling stories, and I love writing what I always saw as missing in musical theater storytelling. Illuminating those stories is one of the great joys of my life.
to be able to be a part of this iconic film that is set in Colombia, my home country, where my parents are from, where my grandparents are from. I hope that we can continue seeing more cultures and more countries and more people through narratives like these.
I hope that audiences, especially kids and their parents, leave talking about, well, how do we function as a family? What do we do well as a family? Maybe what could we improve on? How do we feel inside our family unit? I think sometimes those conversations are hard to have, but this is a really cool way to start talking to your family members about your own family.
Encanto starts streaming December 24th on Disney+.
And now here's what's new.
Unwrap the fun. This month starts streaming The Book of Boba Fett, Disney's Encanto, Welcome to Earth, Ron's Gone Wrong, and new episodes of Marvel Studios' Hawkeye only on Disney+.
Disney's Encanto arrives on Disney Plus on December 24th.
February 23rd won't just be a good day, it'll be a great day. Free Guy is headed to Disney Plus in the US.
The Book of Boba Fett is coming to Disney+.
The all-new action-packed original series finds legendary bounty hunter Boba Fett and mercenary Fennec Shand navigating the galaxy's underworld when they return to the sands of Tatooine to stake their claim on the territory once ruled by Jabba the Hutt and his crime syndicate.
Before the release of the series, we're giving you all the need-to-know facts about Boba Fett. Trained under his father Jango Fett, who was the original tight-lipped, T-visored bounty hunter, Boba Fett became one of the most skilled in the galaxy.
Boba Fett is a clone of Jango Fett, making his home planet Kamino, where the clones originated.
Boba Fett's helmet offers him a 360-degree view of everything around him using built-in HUD and information readouts. That's gotta come in handy when you're bounty hunting.
Absolutely, and as a bounty hunter, Boba Fett has worked for some of the most feared villains in the galaxy, including Darth Vader, Jabba the Hutt, and more. They don't call him the greatest bounty hunter for nothing.
In Star Wars Return of the Jedi, while fighting with Luke Skywalker, Boba Fett ultimately falls into the Sarlacc pit where he was assumed dead. Surprise! He returns in The Mandalorian Season 2.
Boba Fett currently sits on Jabba's throne, with bounty hunter and mercenary Fennec Shand by his side.
This catches us up to The Book of Boba Fett, streaming December 29th only on Disney+.
We heard the melodious magic of Encanto and learned the ways of the bounty hunters with the Book of Boba Fett. That's our show.
Be sure to head on over to Disney Plus to stream all your favorites and more. And don't forget to subscribe to the Disney Plus YouTube channel to catch more episodes of What's Up Disney Plus.
Happy holidays, everyone. We'll be staying cozy right here to the new year.
Before we go, let's take one good look at this past year before signing off into the new one.
Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next year.
I'm closing in on you.
Wait! It's a trap! No!
I have you now.
Jenny, stop hitting me! This is Lorenzo! Jenny? Jenny?
Boom!
Ah! Jenny, what am I looking at right now?
Oh, Andre, this is the Jenny badge. We have a mission to accomplish after this. It's no big deal. They just wanted to pop on in and sign us off. You okay, Andre? Is this guy all right? He's freaking me out.
I gotta get new glasses.
No, the situation, the comedy. Whoa. I never put those two together.
What in the world?
What in the world is right? It's been raining cats and dogs all week. The milkman skipped my house for the second time in a row. And the store is fresh out of beans for my green bean casserole.
Jenny, I don't want to alarm you, but I think you're trapped in a 50s sitcom.
Whatever do you mean?
Let's celebrate, celebrate. The crew, celebrate, celebrate. Breaking news, celebrate, celebrate. Disney Plus Day, so great, can't wait to discuss. Hey, celebrate, celebrate. Disney Plus Day.
Gift or no gift, I am just as special as the rest of my family.
Who wants more pink?
All right, guys, where do I drop the wagon?
Maybe your gift is being in denial.